What is this thing? Is it a roller coaster? No, it's a bridge in Japan. If you've ever wanted to experience what it's like to ride a roller coaster sitting in your car, then the Eshima Ohashi Bridge in Japan might be your chance. Even looking at the pictures of this bridge gives us the chills. How do the cars climb up the bridge? Why was it built this way? In this video, we will answer these questions and tell you about the 5 coolest bridges in the world. First things first, this Japanese bridge is not as scary as it seems. Yes, it does look ridiculously steep from a far distance. It would seem like cars would just slip and slide right back down. But in fact, you don't have to be a heck of a driver to go across this bridge. Thousands of cars cross it every day. It's all a matter of perspective. If you look at it from a different angle, it looks more like an ordinary bridge with a relatively steep incline, but quite possible to handle. If you watch a video of a person driving over it, you might find yourself a little disappointed. It was designed like this because it had to be tall enough for the big ships to pass underneath it. You would still look for a detour once you saw it in front of you. Tell us in the comment section if we're right or not. What are the other impressive bridges in the world? We'll tell you about the coolest ones. Number 1, Sidu River Bridge in China. This is one of the highest bridges in the world, right? It was built at an incredible 1,509 feet or 460 meters across the Sidu River. Well, if you're there, don't look down. The construction is very safe. It can hold over 43 million tons. So, no matter how many cars want to cross it at once, it's not going to crumble beneath you. Relax. Well, if you can. Number 2, Millau Viaduct in France. The funny thing about this French bridge is that at its highest is 62 feet or 19 meters taller than the Eiffel Tower, which is not a bridge. It connects 2 large plateaus. So the view from the bridge itself is incredible and, honestly speaking, quite scary, even in foggy weather. The construction took 3 years of work and cost 394 million euros. But who needs those boring numbers when there is such a marvel to look at? Number 3, Rolling Bridge in England. What looks like a small wheel in London is a bridge. Every Friday, it rolls out and becomes a usual insignificant bridge until it turns into a wheel again. Number 4, the Gateshead Millennium Bridge in England. This is the only bridge in the world that tilts. Normally, it's just a pedestrian bridge. But when there is a boat or a ship that needs to pass underneath, the entire thing tilts, giving the water transport enough room to squeeze in. Number 5, Ponte Vecchio in Florence. Unlike the previous super modern bridges, Ponte Vecchio was built back in the Roman times. Of course, it has been rebuilt and upgraded a few times since then. By the way, Vecchio is Italian for old, so it definitely lives up to its name. What's interesting is that when the Germans invaded Italy, Ponte Vecchio was the only bridge they spared. Nowadays, you can buy all sorts of fancy watches in the shops alongside the bridge. Do you know any other unusual bridges? Tell us about them in the comment section below. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and click subscribe on the bright side of life.